But then after that, we had the storyline, the show-long storyline, I should say, of Miz and Morrison trying to make Braun Strowman angry. So the reason for this is they were saying, which I liked their reasoning behind it, saying that we can make Braun Strowman mad because when he's mad, he makes way more mistakes, which means that at Backlash, we're way more likely going to win because Braun Strowman's going to be not thinking about what he's doing. He's going to be all angry and brr, which we've kind of seen that in the past. That's not completely unfounded, which was solid reasoning.
It was a good idea, but instead of being like mastermind, like sort of pranksters, what they did was they were Bart and Milhouse from the Angry Dad episode of The Simpsons, where Homer confesses that his veins are full of Rageahol, which is one of the best quotes from the entire 412 million series they've got now. And Braun completely just looked like a goof for most of it, because all that happened was they would do a prank, for example. There you go. So the first prank was that I imagine they spiked his drink with something that made it fizz up. So I imagine it was some kind of vinegar bicarb solution thing that made it all puff up. But Braun, because his one emotion is just stood there, went, and they went, and it sort of walked off. And don't just take my word for it.
No, because now it's time for the SmackDown highlight of the week, everyone, as we get Braun Strowman's reaction to his protein shake being slightly messed with. Are you ready for this?
Like, that's this one emotion. That's the only emotion he is able to convey on this.
Oh, it's great.
Because I get it. Like, he's just a big guy, and therefore
big guy.
he's just a real big guy. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. But then it just got more goofy and more goofy. And then
suddenly it wasn't goofy.
It suddenly wasn't
so
goofy.
Weird.
And then it was.
And then it got goofy again.
Yeah, you can okay. If you haven't seen the show, Miz and Morrison are sitting in a van for the entirety of the show. What do you think happens to that van because Braun Strowman's involved? Everyone,
well,
have a guess.
Let's go through what happened for the rest of the show first, because they mess with his protein shake, and during the whole time they're watching Braun on security cameras and stuff that they've got set up in their van, and they're being proper kiddie about it, being like, "Oh, we got him! Get these hands!" More like, "Wash these hands!" etc. Being very happy about it and happy with themselves. Later on, Braun's getting interviewed by Kayla Braxton, and they're in the van going, "Oh, now it's time," and they press a controller, and then suddenly green slime falls from the ceiling, but they miscalculated it. They put it onto Kayla instead of Braun, so Kayla gets completely dunked in it. Some of it splashes onto Braun anyway, and then they're like, "Oh my god, I said put it on the left," and Morrison was like, "I did put it on the left," and then he didn't, etc. Whatever. Braun gets slightly annoyed at that one. Kayla calls them bastards.
She does say bastards, doesn't she? Yeah, no, she looks like she's gone like 12 rounds with the Hulk. But she's just covered in his green slime, and it was fun to see Kayla have a bit of a personality. I was like, oh, okay, Kayla's calling people bastards now.
Yeah.
It's going to be Kayla and Braun against Miz and Morrison next week, I hope.
Absolutely, yeah.
That'd be great. But because you wouldn't have to do much. You'd have to do the Nicholas thing where Kayla just stands in the ring kind of going, and then she just tags Braun in and just kills them.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
But so that was really goofy, because then they go, "Oh man, we miscalculated. Because you said left," and I was like, "But that wasn't left." I was like, "No, not your left." And it was like,
yeah, very goofy. But then, okay, so we've got a protein shake that bubbled over. Oh no, it got his hands dirty. They've got green slime. Oh, it's made Braun's beard a bit green because it splashed onto it. Oh, that's unfortunate. let's go smash up Braun's car.
Yeah.
What? That's actual property damage. And they come in with a golf club and a baseball bat and just smash Braun's car, like his windshield. Which, like, that's gone from 1 to 100 real fast. Like,
have you noticed that it's only baby faces who get arrested? The heels could just get away with it. In the police station, they're going, oh well, he is a heel, so that is in his character. So it's not anything different from usual. But yeah, Miz goes, well, luckily I've been practicing my golf game, and then just smashes the window with a golf club because there's a fly on it, and then John Morrison just has a baseball bat and just smashes the rest of it, and they just walk off laughing. I guess
they were being proper pricks about it as well, which I thought was quite funny. Them just being like Miz pretending to throw a ball to Morrison and him doing like a really wild swing to hit it, but of course just hitting the windshield. I thought was quite like a good kind of goofy funny, whereas the rest of the show was a bit not goofy funny. And then later on, Braun finds them in the van, and of course he tips over the van, which, you know what? I've missed this Braun, because we've just got big monster Braun who goes and runs around the ring and doesn't do much else. We haven't got Braun that tips stuff over in ages, and that's really what got him over. So there was a part of me that's just going, oh, this Braun again, this is nice.
As much as I enjoy van tips and things like that, they could have put a bit more effort into it, because the wire that was used to pull over the van was so visible that it was like they didn't even attempt to make it not visible. It was just this giant wire attached to the axle underneath the car, and it was just like, we can see that you've had 2 weeks to edit this out. And like, apparently, and like, this is a different thing, but there's been a couple of, should we call them wardrobe malfunctions in the past couple of weeks during a couple of matches. I won't specify so people won't Google, but like, and they've kept them in the show. Like, is no one watching these things back to edit them out? Like, and the wire it wasn't even like they put some tape over it to hide it. It was just there. It was like, it's just it was so lazy. Anyway, but yes, I liked it.
That aside, I enjoyed Braun flipping a thing, because it's Braun flipping a thing, and that's what got him over in the first place. But yeah, he said they're dead men, and he's going to see him at Backlash, the greatest show, which, you know, it's something. Their story so far has been non-existent, so it's something. They're trying to make Braun angry. Braun is being like, you can't make me angry, but in the process is getting angry, so perhaps that will play into the match somehow. I'm still into the story. I think it did okay. Could have been a little less childish for the first two especially, but it was okay for what it was.